So welcome to 24/7 Lifestyle with me, Madeline. We've got another fantastic guest again for you today, Ant Thomaz, a singer-songwriter and musician, originally from Louisiana and now based in Scotland. And he's here to discuss the release of his new gorgeous single, Believe. So great to chat, Ant. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm really good, really good. Weather is beautiful here.
Yeah,
So
it's amazing here too.
so for those out there who are just discovering you and your music, how would you describe your sound and the stories that you try to tell?
I think what this specific song is maybe a bit more folky and maybe soul rock, but the sound in general I probably would lean more in the world music land. Kind of it changes. So yeah, we every song has a different genre, to be honest.
All different genres, trying
Yeah, yeah,
things great.
yeah.
So to expand on that, take us back to the beginning. What was the pivotal moment or person that made you think music is what I have to do? Music is for me.
I think growing up, yeah, in a young age in Louisiana, it's always around you. Nobody in my family played music, but music was always around the town and the village and the city, because of jazz and zydeco. So it's just in the culture.
Yeah.
So inspired by that, and then also having somebody close to me. My uncle was the only person I knew that actually played music, so he inspired me to make it, I think, realistic.
Oh, great. Tell us a bit more about your uncle and his influence on you.
My uncle played in I don't think it's called zydeco. It's like the music is like Native American, like indigenous people in uh French and different cultures come together, but it started from the indigenous people and then everything else kind of fused into it. So it has a unique sound. So he played in a zydeco band. He was the keyboard player and sometime the bass player.
Wow. And he sort of taught you the piano, is that right?
He taught me the piano, yeah. And he taught me I didn't really have to pick a genre. I didn't even know I was not picking a genre. It's just like I said, it's in the culture.
Great. Um, so as you were growing up, who were the artists that you like wore your headphones out to? Who were those influences that we can maybe hear in your music today?
I always loved Kings of Leon as a kid. That was probably the first music show I went to. Uh, then other than that, I would say probably early Bob Dylan. Um, and then the people that play, different like Paul Brady, like a singer-songwriter from Ireland. More people like that. I like songwriters. I'm not like a big person that's into like massive singers. I like just songwriters. I really love people that can write in that way.
Amazing. So a very eclectic mix.
Mhm.
The music industry, we know it can be a wild ride.
Mhm.
How have you navigated it and what have been the challenges that you've faced and how have you dealt with them?
A challenge is, I would say, just learn as much as you can learn on the way, on the journey. Enjoy the journey, but also learn as you go, especially as a independent, like any type of artist. Just, things that people don't really teach you, like publishing and things like that. So I learned that. Still learning every single day, but it makes the journey more enjoyable. Yeah, so learn as you go.
Stages as you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
amazing. Um, so walk us through, you say the songwriting process is what really anchors you.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, how talk us through how you do that. Do you start with, say, a melody, a lyric, or just an idea? How do you start?
Mainly a melody.
Hmm.
Always start with a melody because if sometimes you can't, well, you really can't force the words at all. So melodies can be in your head for like a week. And I kind of feel like if I didn't forget it, it might be something there. They kind of write around the melody, just to kind of see where it takes you.
Everything starts from there.
Yeah, through the melody, yeah.
And where do you get your ideas from? You go around, you travel around, you've had a really interesting life. Where do you pick your ideas up?
Uh, A lot of times through conversation or just having to walk, not really looking for it. It's just it comes every now and again. Also, I'm not like a fast writer, so it comes in just through anything really. I don't really know actually. It kind of just I kind of don't want to know in some ways. It's yeah, yeah. So just I never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So I know that you're starting out in your solo journey as
Yeah.
a now. Where do you feel most at home? Do you prefer being in the studio or on the stage? Where do you feel most alive, and why is that?
I love both of them, but like I said, I wouldn't be. I'm not that great at doing both of them at the same in the same week or in the same period. I need time for the studio and only the studio, and I need time for touring and only touring. From a music point of view, from an art point of view, just so I can give my best. Because yeah, it's the energy. My energy needs to be like at the top for me to give it my best. And if I'm trying to juggle too many things at one time, then one of them I'm gonna kind of suffer. So I rather just, you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
I get you. They're like transitioning between them, swapping hats can be quite jarring. Expect to
yeah.
really work with that. Um,
Mhm.
what are your shows like? How do you sort of relate to your audience when you're on stage? How do they tend to play out?
It's better now. Yeah, the shows are better now. I have a more understanding about like the show and then the set. I was talking to my band about this yesterday. Uh, like creating a show, I think it just entails everything: lights, sound, uh, how to communicate with the audience between songs, just a whole spectrum of that. And then the set is more like just playing music,
Yeah,
you know. But I love creating the show. We used to do shows where we put theatric like theater actors, dancers, and things like that to kind of go with the songs. It takes a lot of work, but it's really fun.
yeah. Are
Make it
they?
engaging to everybody.
Yeah. Do you like to sort of like get in with the audience and sort of like
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
100%. Yeah, yeah. Every show, at least every show, to just kind of uh to kind of break down that wall. Because sometimes somebody can see people on the stage and it's hard for them to connect. And I like to be amongst people.
like as you grow and you might play bigger venues, how do you think you'll manage that?
I think I'll change.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely change because it's still evolving. At one time, I didn't even talk to anybody on the stage. I was shy. So
Oh,
it evolved to actually now talking and engaging with people. And I'm sure they evolve into maybe just having a simple show.
that's great.
Yeah.
So you've just dropped a new single, Believe, which is about your daughter Gaia, who I understand has songwriting credit.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
hear about that?
Yeah. No, she's right here, actually. Yeah, so no, yeah, when my daughter was growing up, we always did things in steps just to make sure she can understand everything that was happening around her and process everything. But the song started as uh just encouraging her in life, just uh the exact thing is she was feeling a bit unwell of a you know, and she doesn't feel unwell that often. So it was just a process of getting her mind off of like having a cold or something like that. It could be something as simple as that, but it's just getting her mind off of that and connecting with her to inspire. So she was helping me write the song in Gaelic. She speaks Gaelic in English, but she goes to a Gaelic school. So she was helping me, teaching me how to write the song. And I think through her teaching me, it kind of made her feel better. So we kept going on that journey to create this. And eventually it became the song Believe. It became more of a story. But yeah, it was really to and at the time also I had writer's block also. So I was just trying to figure out like, I don't know, it wasn't working and wasn't working. I was trying to force songwriting and then just watching her simplistic way of doing it, it kind of showed me like, oh wow, I'm making things way complicated, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Breakthrough,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. I thought I was teaching her, but she was teaching me basically. So,
Do you think you'll continue to sort of collaborate together on music?
I think we will. Yeah, I think we will. I mean, I always use her as like to know if a song is good or not, even before Believe. If I would write a song and if she didn't come in the room, I just kind of took it as, nah, it's not that good, you know? So, because she's usually right. When she comes into the room, she'll either come in and dancing or she'll come in and just kind of, you know, do something. Uh, but yeah, it's just a sign.
So if she didn't like something, would she be like, Dad?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah, 100%.
um, so you're on your Believe tour around Scotland at the moment. How is that going? And have there been any highlights?
The highlight is that it's been really, I mean, the shows have been selling out, and I just really never expected to. I didn't think one person would want to come, to be honest, you know, because it's a new thing for me. It's like, you know, it's kind of great that, you know, I do kind of feel like that. So when it happens, you're like, oh wow, this is amazing. Instead of going in and just thinking it should be that way, you know.
Yeah.
But it's been amazing, absolutely amazing. And made a lot of great friends on the tour. So yeah, it's been great.
What's the atmosphere like on tour? Are you like a big sort of Papa Bear and you're like sort of keeping an eye on everybody? Is it quite
I have to be. I don't know why. I know I don't need to, but I'm just that way. I'd like to make sure everybody's all right, especially if they're in my, you know, area. Like I consider my band like family, and my family is family, you know. So I like to make sure everybody's okay and in a good headspace before we go on the stage. We just have way more fun, you know, when everybody's just good. Obviously, you can't control it all the time, but when it is, everybody's at peace in the in our company. The shows are brilliant. We just give it 100%, and you can just feel it.
oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Um, so um we do have a shout out question. This one comes from Louise Gray. Hi Louise, and she asks, did you begin playing the guitar first or singing?
I started playing the piano first because I had a piano teacher when I was 12 and 13, I think. And then eventually guitar, and then lastly singing. So I kind of started singing way later in music. Yeah, it was like kind of like late bloomers. I really liked the words. I loved words, and I never really thought I would be like a singer. I just kind of was like, I'll just give this to somebody else, you know. But yeah, so I ended up becoming a singer in a
He's
band.
a musician first and a songwriter second.
Yes, because I'm the person that I love to be in the studio with other artists and you know help them with their projects, with choruses or songs or chords or just recordings, and kind of grew into helping artists find their own sound. Actually, kind of learning my own self, learning how to do it.
And how are you finding being a solo artist? Are you enjoying the process, or are there moments where you miss that sort of group feeling?
I love solo. I love it because I get to take my family with me. They come to every show. My producer is my best friend, and he comes and play guitar sometimes with me. And it still feels the same. And obviously, I'm still in other bands, so it's kind of like this time period is my solo thing, and then obviously it'll be another tour for the band I started with.
Being involved in the other bands at the same time, does that work pretty well?
Right now, it's only solo thing. Musically, it's just solo thing for a few months because I have already started a tour and putting out another record in another 2 months. So yeah, focusing on the solo thing and really, really, really enjoying the process because I'm getting to learn more about myself, you know. But next year, pick up with my other band.
Ah, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and what's exciting you about the coming year? You just said you've got a new release coming out. You got any specific goals, dream venues, collabs maybe? What are you looking most forward to?
Um, yeah, one of my dream venues is playing the Barrow Lines in Glasgow. That's one of my favorite venues. Um, and this is my first album, so I'm really, you know, obviously planning on releasing my album next year. So that's a huge goal too, just to kind of give it the time that it needs. Just kind of see how it's received, you know, and just kind of enjoy the journey.
See where it takes you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So again, because it's going really great, and it's really it's like I said, playing the shows and getting a good response to it was it's beautiful because it's just, you put a lot of work into it, and to get for people to give you that energy back it's amazing thing, amazing feeling to have.
Oh, what's your relationship like with your fans? Do you like sort of meeting up with them and hearing from them?
Yeah, yeah. We stay in really good contact actually. Uh, yeah, it's really an organic thing. It's really organic. We just stay updated with each other. Like, believe it or not, sometimes WhatsApp groups, just things to stay in. Let them know we'll be coming back to the town or the island, and it's yeah. So when they come to the show, it don't feel like fans. It actually feel like just like old friends, you
Oh,
know. So it's
that's,
really cool. It's really cool.
yeah. Oh, fantastic. Um, so we do have a bit of a slight mental health here at 24/7 lifestyle. We know music can be fantastic for sort of well-being. Um, what sort of things do you do to keep your mental health in check?
Meditation every day for about an hour or two before I do anything. Before I respond to anything, just meditation for a couple of hours and being in nature, it helps a lot too. Being in nature is brilliant. And I think a huge thing for me is taking the time out for to shut off after a certain period, like let's say after 5, if I'm at home, not gigging or anything like that. After 5 or 6, I just kind of just, it's like family time.
Yeah.
So everything you should just kind of, you know, phones off and stuff like that. I just kind of like want to focus on the family. So I think that really, really, really helps to not be like overwhelmed with information, so many devices and things like that. So after a certain time, I just kind of shut off devices, and it helped so much.
It sounds like you're really good at sort of separating things out. Like you've got studio time and stage time, you've got work time and family time, and you really
Yeah.
box things off quite.
Yeah, yeah. I think it helps my well-being and mental thing because I'm giving every individual thing 100%, at least I think I am. But yeah, it just yeah. I think it comes from touring because touring can be so busy. It's kind of like if you don't have things in place in advance, then it usually won't work, you know. It's because of the traveling and everything needs to be kind of on time. And I've done it the other way before too, and it felt miserably at it.
We
Yeah,
learn from experience, don't
yeah,
we?
yeah, exactly, exactly.
That's all great. And thank you so much for speaking with me, and best of luck with the upcoming releases and the rest of the tour. I hope it all goes really well, and send my wishes to Gaia as well. I hope it's all.
Hello. Oh, she's so busy. Look at her. Oh, she's on that tablet. She's so busy. Right. Cheers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me.
That's okay. Thank you so much, Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.